One of the ways of caring for your iris plant is to transplant it. You might be wondering, when is the best time to transplant your irises? Iris plants are prone to becoming overcrowded every 2 to 3 years. This overcrowding may tend to stop your iris plant from blooming well. It is crucial to divide and transplant your iris plant at the right time of the year. This will make sure your plant enjoys the most from the division. How to know the best time to transplant irises? The best period to transplant irises. Summer or fall. The best time to transplant irises is usually in late summer till early fall. During this period, the iris must have bloomed enough. Temperature. Transplant your irises when the temperature is around 40 degrees and 50 degrees Fahrenheit or above. Transplanting your iris plant around this period will allow your plant to thrive well just before winter comes. Also, you may be given an iris plant in a container around the early year. You can proceed to the transplant. You don't have to necessarily wait for the appropriate time to plant. Get them transplanted to the ground as soon as it's convenient for you. Dividing and transplanting the irises. Iris plants usually get overcrowded, so you will need to divide your iris plant. Overcrowding of the iris plant can subject the rhizome to lose its liveliness and stop generating good blooms. Therefore, one of the important ways of caring for your iris plant is to divide and transplant. So when your iris becomes overcrowded, that's a sign for you to divide and transplant in new soil. Let's take a look at the steps in dividing and transplanting. Pick the appropriate period to divide your iris. The best time is late summer and early fall. Dig out the clusters of iris with a spade or fork. Separate the mother plant from the offshoot roots. Dispose of the mother plant because it can no longer produce a bloom. Examine the root of the plant. Check for any rotten tissues and remove infected or unhealthy areas. The leaves should also be trimmed down to about 3 to 5 inches. This will help the plant establish new growth. Replant your fresh rhizomes in a new bed. Wet your plant every week and watch them grow. Transplanting outside summer or fall. Sometimes we might get a little busy and forget to check on the iris plant if it's overcrowded. You can divide and transplant your iris in spring and still get a bloom. But sometimes you may not get a bloom. So there you have your options. The appropriate time to transplant your iris plant is late summer to early fall. Iris plant does get overcrowded. Therefore, dividing and transplanting is one of the basic cares for your iris plant. You can transplant your iris plant outside the summer or fall period. Sometimes you get a bloom, other times you might not get a bloom. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.